After a slow start, Lamar Jackson scored a pair of touchdowns that gave the visiting Ravens a 14-13 halftime lead over the Chargers on Monday Night Football. The Chargers opened the game with a 9-play, 70-yard drive that was capped off by a Justin Herbert touchdown run. Los Angeles' lead swelled to 10 points before the Ravens got on the board on a 10-yard touchdown run by Jackson. A majority of Baltimore's yards on the drive were gained by Derrick Henry, who ran for 66 yards on 9 carries in the first half. Jackson, who was just 2 of 6 for 18 yards entering Baltimore's final drive of the half, hit Zay Flowers for 22 yards before finding Rashad Bateman deep for a 40-yard go-ahead touchdown with 24 seconds left in the half. The drive was extended after Mark Andrews snuck for a first down on a 4th-and-1 play deep in Ravens territory. Herbert, who was an efficient 10th of 13 in the first half, quickly moved the Chargers in position for Cameron Dicker to drill a 52-yard field goal on the half's final play. Los Angeles may be without running J.K. Dobbins moving forward, however, as he is questionable to return with a knee injury. Brothers Jim and John Harbaugh embraced during pregame. Tonight is their first meeting against each other since Super Bowl 47, when John's Ravens edged Jim's 49ers in a Super Bowl that is largely remembered for the lengthy delay after the power went out. Los Angeles is currently holding on to the 5th seed in the AFC playoff standings. They would face the Texans in Houston in the AFC wildcard round if the playoffs started today. Baltimore is currently the 6th seed and would face the Steelers in Pittsburgh in the wildcard round. Baltimore lost 18-16 in Pittsburgh last Sunday and will host the Steelers next month. For a Ravens, a win would get them to a half game back of the Steelers in the race for first place in the AFC North. A loss would drop them 1.5 games behind Pittsburgh, who are facing the Bengals in Cincinnati on Sunday. Justin Herbert will get the ball and will test Baltimore's 32nd ranked pass defense. Chargers go 70 yards on 9 plays, capped off by Justin Herbert's touchdown run. The Chargers ran the ball on 7 of the drive's 9 plays. Herbert was 2 of 2 on the drive that included an 18-yard completion to Will Dissly and 17 yards to rookie Ladd McConkey. Herbert had plenty of time to throw on both plays. The NFL's most penalized team, the Ravens lived up to that reputation on their first drive. A tripping penalty wiped out a 17-yard completion, forcing the Ravens into a 1st and 25 situation that they weren't able to overcome. A positive for Baltimore was that Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson each had solid runs on that drive. But Baltimore has to stop beating itself. LA picked up 1 first down but had to punt after Jalen Reagor dropped Herbert's 3rd down pass. A big stop for Baltimore's defense after giving up a touchdown on its first drive. We do, however, have another penalty on LA's punt. A personal foul on CB Nate Wiggins for continuing to block while out of bounds. That's a 15 loss that will move the ball to the Ravens' 17-yard line. Jackson misfired on both of his throws after Henry picked up 5 yards on first down. The Chargers' defensive backs made contact with Baltimore's receivers at or slightly before the ball got there, but the officials let it go as the balls weren't deemed catchable. Given how the first 2 drives have transpired, the Ravens need to commit to running the ball. Will Keaton Mitchell finally get some touches tonight? Someone besides Jackson and Henry needs to. LA ahead and is driving with the second quarter set to begin. J.K. Dobbins just gashed Baltimore's defense for 17 yards, easily the longest run of the night for either team so far. The Chargers outgained the Ravens 123-20 in the first quarter, had the ball for 10:48 and picked up 7 first downs to Baltimore's 1. 2 misfires by Herbert forces LA to settle for a 42-yard field goal by Cameron Dicker. Herbert went deep to Quentin Johnson on 2nd down, but Baltimore had it well covered. Baltimore did pick up a 4th down earlier in the drive when Gus Edwards, a former Raven, got the necessary yardage on 4th and 1.